What's happening too, man? I got a story time for y'all today, man. Alright, this story time is about my worst whooping. I ain't get that many growing up. I ain't get that many whoopings growing up. So I only got about four good ones. And they had this one that stuck with me for my whole life. My mama traumatized me. So boom. I was outside, and I was young, like around 19 years old. And where I used to live, it was like an apartment. And they had another side of the apartment. Like they had a whole another side. It was across the street. And I had a friend that lived over there. Mind you, my mom was inside. She didn't know nothing about it. She was inside. So then that's when I had went over there. Like I had snuck over there. And my mom, she didn't know. So I was over there talking to my little partner, whatever. And that's when one of the dudes that lived next to me, he had knocked on my door to see if I was outside. And then like nobody answered. My mama was like, no, he not outside or whatever. Cause my mama didn't know. Like she didn't know at all. She thought I was in my room or whatever. And surprisingly, she didn't even check my room. But I was across the street talking on the little stairs. But this is the thing about it. When I was on the stairs, the little complex, you couldn't even see me. Like you couldn't even see me on the stairs. Like you couldn't see me. So then that's when he was looking around or whatever, and he seen me. He seen me on the stairs talking to the dude because he had walked across the street and whooped dude. And then that's when he had went back to my house. He went back to my house. He knocked on my door. And he told my mom, he was like, oh, he across the street. He talking to a dude on the stairs, like ratted. Like he told my mama, he was like, yeah, he across the street. And then she was like, what? And then that's when she had yelled my name out. She yelled my name out, and I answered. I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? So then I walk up the stairs. I walk back across the street, and the dude, he's standing outside, bro. He's standing outside my house, looking guilty. Like he like this. He's scratching his head, looking around, and I'm looking at him like, why, bro? Why? So then that's when I had walked in the house. She was mad. Walked in the house, and then she was like, wait right here. So I waited, and she had came out the room. She was like, why did you go across the street? And she was like, why you didn't tell me at that? Mind you, I'm 10 years old. She was like, why you didn't tell me that you went across the street and was talking to a friend or whatever? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I just went over there. And then that's when she was like, all right. She left. I'm still standing there, still chilling. I'm like, am I in trouble? She come out the room with a thick belt. Thick, like this thick. And she started running after me. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and then that's the thing about it. I was running. She hit me one time. I started running. I started running around the whole house. And I was on side, like the bed. I was on one side and she was on the other. Running. And then me and her, like basically, like I'm trying to dodge her. Like I'm on one side of the bed, she on the other. I'm trying to dodge her. And then that's when my mom had got the metal part of the belt. Like she had the metal part of the belt in her hand. She swung the belt and hit me in my weenie, bro. She hit me in my weenie, bro. As hard as she could from across the bed. She sniped me. I hit the floor. I was crying. It hurted so bad. I thought I didn't have a wee-wee no more. I thought it was over. Oh, it hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. And then that's the thing about it. She knew that she really hurt me. She didn't even hit me no more. She just came across the bed. She was like, that's what you get. She didn't even hit me no more. And I was just laying there, like, thinking, like, do I still have one? Is it still there? Is it still there? And then that's when she had came. And you know how mamas be. After the whooping or whatever, after you cry for a little minute, she come here, Romo, you want something to eat? She tried to get my favorite food and all that. Oh, you want something to eat? You hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to talk. And I think ever since that day, I think I caught like one or two more whoopings. One or two more, but they wasn't that bad. It was slight. But that one really changed my life. As soon as that belt hit right there, that changed my life for the better. It changed my whole entire perspective on life because I really thought that I lost what I had down there. It was terrible. Then I became a good kid. I was bad. When I was younger, I was bad. Like, you could clearly tell I was 10 years old going across the street, doing whatever I wanted, outside whenever I wanted. And after that, I turned into an honor student. It was that bad. She. And you know, when you get an actual whooping, when they actually whooping you, that hurt. See me, she hit me one good time, and I was running, and then she hit me that last time. Mind you, a 2-hit whooping. And I was done. I was over. I called it quits. She had me praying that night that I don't get no whoopings no more. She had me, she changed my life. She changed my whole life. Like, after that, I started asking my mama, can I go outside? Can I go here? Can I go there? Usually I just went. I started asking her, can I go here? Can I go there? Can I do this? Can I do that? I started really asking. I started saying, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I started being more respectful. Because it's like, bro, how could you function in life without a wee-wee? Then you young. You like right here. She hit right there and went numb. I thought I didn't have one no more. I'm sitting there crying. I'm like, I'm not a man no more. I'm finished. I'm cooked. That was the worst day of my life. I turned into an honor student. Because I used to be bad in school. See, I don't even see this another story time in school. See, I used to be bad in school. I caught a whooping from school one time before. All right, since I'm on that topic, even though that was my worst whooping because it changed my life, I'm going to just tell you about the one that I got from school. All right, so I was being bad in school per usual. You know how you are 10 years old. Of course you're going to be bad in school, but if you're not bad in school, you're... Anyways, I was in school and we was talking. Like, we was just all talking, just having a conversation while the teacher was teaching. So me and my partners in the back, and we talking just on some cool stuff. And that's when the teacher was like, be quiet, like, stop talking. I'm trying to teach, like, the rest of the class that actually cares. And then I kept talking. Like, I just kept going. I kept talking. And then that's when she was like, stop talking. I was like, no, I'm not going to stop talking. She called my mom. All right. So in this predicament right here, as she's saying, I'm going to call your mother, my heart dropped. Because it was this. My heart dropped. Because I know how my mama is. My mama didn't really play about school. My heart dropped. I felt like my life was over with. Because whenever I get an actual regular whooping, she showed no remorse. She does not care how you feel in the moment. She does not care at all whatsoever. So that's when she called my mom, and my mama had put me on the phone. Like, she had gave me the phone. I was talking to my mama. My mama was like, you're going to see when you get home. Simple. Nothing else. You're going to see when you get home. All right, boom. So I'm in class, devastated. I stopped talking. I started doing my work. I for the whole day, I was silent. I didn't talk to nobody. And then, boom, my mom had came. Like, we this thing called carpool, to where they pull in and they pick you up from school or whatever. So I got in the car. I said, hey, mom, like, on some, like, try to be cool, like, hey, mom. And then she was like, hey, like, talking to me regular, like, cool. So I'm thinking, like, boy, she forgot or whatever. Then she started talking about this. She was like, so what happened in class? And I'm like, none. We were all talking, and then she would come point at me and tell me something, and then she was like, that's not what the teacher told me. Then I was like, Mom, I'm for real. She was like, all right. So she got to playing music. We was talking, and then that's when we get home. We pull up, we get home. And then she had just went in her room. She went in her room. And then I started laying down in my bed. Like, I took my clothes, I started laying down in my bed, and I was falling asleep. When I tell you that woman had came from out of her room, took the cover off of me, and started to take my manhood. She whooped me so bad I couldn't breathe. I was sitting there, and I was like, there's no way. She snuck up on me. She snuck up on me. She didn't even be a real one and prepare me. She snuck up on me. She started whooping me so bad, and I couldn't do anything but just sit there. It was so bad, dog. Like, I couldn't, like, after that, when I stood up, it felt like I didn't have legs no more. It was terrible. That was a traumatizing experience. Like, I don't know how I got past that. She whooped me so bad. It was so bad. And then, you know how I said about the parents about the food and all that. She was like, you hungry? I don't think I ate for 2 days. She whooped me so bad, she took my appetite. I couldn't eat for 2 days. But man, this is hard to talk about because she hurt me. It was bad. And like I said, I turned into an honor student. I started being good in class. I started paying attention more. Like, she whooped the life lesson into me. But yeah, man. That's it for the story time. I'll come at y'all with some more, man. Bye.